Hello everyone, and welcome back to Norland, and our World of War series on the channel. And in the last episode, we basically focused on dealing with stabilizing our Kingdom Castellio, or at least our relationships with our vassals. Now, unfortunately, Paris is still a little upset with us. It looks like Letos as well. But we have Sofia. Noth is okay. Not the best, but it is okay. Moscow is also kind of upset still, and Kalen really hates us, so this is probably as good as we're going to get it for the moment. I will probably keep on sending Neptera to spend some time and maybe do some more peace treaties, even if we need to. But right now, what we're basically going to be doing is waiting for Glimmerdale here to get attacked by Rome, and we're going to take out Rome when they do. And it looks like London is being attacked by some bandits, but they should be okay there. Yes, 27 soldiers, they'll be fine. And once Rome attacks us, I think we are going to go and take out Rome and force them to be one of our vassals. Unfortunately, that will probably tick off the matriarch, but we'll just have to deal with that when it happens. And otherwise, like I said, I'm going to probably have Neptera running around and, spending some time with our vassals and everything. The other unfortunate thing is that we lost Dana, so unfortunately, we're going to be losing some of her knowledge. The biggest one is probably a fresh start because now we won't be able to hire bandits without a little more thought, at least. We will have to probably be hiring them still, but they will be a little upset when we do. And then we also are losing the Caden army, which is the fear of death when we do hire peasants. We don't do that too often, but when we do, we'll have to consider that as well. At least we have the book for it, though. And then we also lost Weapon Forge, which we're not really ready to create weapons yet, but once we are, we'll have to relearn that. So either way, we're just kind of waiting for this attack on Glimmerdale, and yeah, otherwise that is about it for the moment. Okay, now Edric is made at home, and with Dana dead, we're going to have to rearrange our management, so we're going to set Neptera up on all of these fields up here. Okay, now we're probably going to want Edric. We're going to put him on. Well, actually, he doesn't even need to be on this because we're not currently using it, but we'll just set him there anyways. And we'll put him on this, and probably on all of these as well. Okay, that is pretty close to even, and this will keep Neptera basically walking along this one main path as well. And that should make her a little bit more efficient, hopefully. She is starting to get a little older. She's not old yet, but she is getting older, so she might start to slow down a little bit soon. Now, I don't know if I already showed this, but Nebtium here, he's 15 years old. He isn't the smartest. He does have a decent intelligence skill. He has no management skill, really. But look at this. He has a very strong command skill as well as with the talent, just like his mother, actually, which is quite funny. So they could actually both be pretty good defenders, but even when we don't need two defenders, we can always still send him out as a pretty good secondary commanding attacker, so that'll be pretty good. So him and Edric are both going to be pretty much warlord style of lords. Okay, now we are starting to accumulate a whole lot of unemployed. As you can see, we have quite a bit of workplaces. The thing here is we still don't really have the wood to start doing the coal furnace. Actually, come to think of it, how are we doing? We could actually go ahead and start on it, I think. Yeah, let's do that. Do we have this snoozed? No, it's being repaired. Okay. Do we have it learned, right? I thought we did. Where is it? Coal furnace? I guess, do we not even have the book for it anymore? Okay, I guess maybe we don't. Yes, okay, we don't even have the book anymore, so that's why it's not being repaired, probably. Okay, so in that case, we're gonna have to probably just go ahead and re-enable this lumber mill, I suppose. Is this suspend work? Yeah, okay. Instructions are outdated. Okay, so we'll do that, and we may even want to make another one so that we can really start to stack up the lumber. So let's go ahead and place another one maybe here, and we'll set that to build first, and then we'll start to stack up the wood. We'll get ourselves the coal furnace book next time we're able. We could maybe even start to think about creating something like, well, we would obviously need to create iron faster, so we need our mine enabled. We'll set Edric on this, and max workers, yes. Okay, yeah, so we'll do that. Start getting a little bit more iron produced. And then we might start making ourselves at least some maces as soon as we're able to get the coal furnace. Okay, so it looks like Rome is on their way to attack Glimmerdale now. It looks like they're going to have about 13 hours, so we're going to need to just get out of here and get over there. We'll send Edric, of course. And it looks like a lot of our people managed to get healed up and things like that, which is pretty good. Unfortunately, I think we did lose several to the injuries, but at least most of our strongest warriors are still alive, so that's good to see. A vassal is about to rise up, and it is, of course, Paris. Okay. We'll need to restore our relations with them. That's going to be pretty difficult. Reconciliation would be one option. It's kind of annoying that we have the peace treaty with them, and they're still going to rise up, but okay. Yeah, we can't even... Oh, we can do this. Okay. And what's the offering? It's 5 paper. Okay, so we'll try the Flesh Wolf Hunt and see where things are at. And we might have to just give them 5 paper. Okay, so that only got us to -16 with them. We need -10 in order to prevent this rebellion from happening. So we're going to go ahead and just do this offering. I almost want to do the messenger. It will be 1 extra paper, because it's going to take Neptera about 2.5 hours to get home. I want her to still try to get the trader, and it's going to be very, very close as it is, so I think we're going to go ahead and let her just start coming home, and we'll just send a messenger to do this. It's just 1 extra paper, so I'm not too concerned about that. Okay, and here we are at the trader, and we're going to go ahead and sell these daggers. We'll sell a few more bows. We don't really have too many warriors that need weapons right now. We look like we're doing okay on medical cells, but I want to just go ahead and hang on to them. Let's go ahead and see what the books are looking like. We'll buy some of this paper, actually, and then take a look here. So we will probably need the flavorful ale again. Let's see. Coal furnace there, perfect. What's the Hammer of Bandits? Granting a mood bonus of +12 to warriors during battles with bandits. Okay, that would be nice, but it's not really too important right now. Yeah, I think we will go ahead and grab... Oh, look at that. We're still getting a ton of money from them for our tribute from vassals, actually. Didn't even realize that. Okay, our tribute is insane. Look at that, 2,500. And I think we also lost access to the trader for a little bit, so that's probably part of it. Okay, so do we want to maybe just go ahead and get the Hammer of Bandits then, maybe? Might as well. Unless there's anything else here that I would like to buy. We could just go ahead and buy a few medical cells just to be absolutely sure in case we get a bunch of injuries, but I don't think it's too necessary at the moment. We are out of flour at the moment, though, and actually out of rye as well. We could just buy the rye, and we could even buy hops. Okay, so we'll get rid of this book for now. That looks good. Okay, we'll just take this. Look at that. Look at all that money. That is absolutely perfect. Is there any of these books that maybe we should get rid of? At this point, I don't think so, really. Yeah, we don't have anything we can get rid of. But that is absolutely perfect to me. Yeah, so we'll want to go ahead and start learning. I think one of the more important ones right now, after Temple, is probably going to be the coal furnace. And then, let's see, what else? Flavorful ale would be good to get back, but I don't think it's something that we're critically in need of. So it'll probably be between that, workshop even, armor forge, things like that, start to get our next production of weapons getting going. Okay, and it looks like Rome made it over to Glimmerdale here, so let's go ahead and jump on into that battle. There we go. And they have no chance, of course. They don't even have a very strong 13 soldiers here. And, of course, not very good numbers either. Yeah, average of 4 combat skill, not good at all. We'll hit stay in the back. Look at that, Trello is the only one who is a melee. Everyone else is a bowman. That is hilarious. He is going to die very quickly. He does have a sword, but aside from that, not looking too good. Not looking too good at all. And I think he survived? Did he survive? No, he died. He definitely died, okay. Now we just have to take out, it looks like there's one person with a dagger. And they're going to start collapsing. Wow, actually, look at that. We are losing some soldiers. I hope that is just the peasants, honestly. Why is this one person taking so long to die? What is going on there? Okay, there we go. Alright, so we repelled. Okay, it looks like Paris is happy with our gift, of course. So now we're at a -5 with them. That's enough to stop the rebellion, at least. But it's not too great, so we're going to need to keep focusing on these flesh wolf huntings whenever we're able to do that with Neptera. Okay, now Nebtium has finished learning the temple, and we're going to go ahead. It has him on, let's see, Palisades. We don't want that. We'll place him on the coal furnace instead. We'll set him back to auto learning. Look at that. He has an 8 intelligence skill. So he gained 2 levels from just reading that one book. So hopefully by the time he's 18, he may even have like a 10 intelligence, which would be absolutely perfect. We'll let Edric finish off the workday doing some inspections because he is a little bit behind. And then, yeah, it looks like he has a lot of stuff that he needs to get done. And then we actually have a rebellion going on in Gorno, so we may go ahead and go help them. Which will, of course, leave Rome to just kind of get stronger again, so I don't know. We may just have to deal with that. But Lisbon is not with Rome anymore. I think they were a kingdom before, so we may just go ahead and take Lisbon instead. They're very weak. Yeah, they're even weaker than Rome by a lot, and they're getting their villages burnt and stuff like that, so it may be better to just take Lisbon instead, since they're also a Varn ruler, which is kind of funny. They are actually Macaw, but they have a Varn ruler. So we may just take Lisbon instead, but either way, we're going to probably take something in this episode. Okay, and here we are at the trader. We're going to sell a few more bows here again. We got, looks like about 900 in tributes this time, which is pretty good. We'll go ahead. I think we're going to buy a few extra medical salves just to be sure we don't run out. And we will also buy more rye, more hops. That looks good. And then, let's see, did anything change here on books of it all? Well, nothing that looks too interesting to me. I think we're going to go ahead and just sell off most of these prisoners as well. We don't really need the workforce. We actually need more jobs for our actual citizens, so we'll just sell them. Look at that. 5,000 gold at this point. There's really nothing that we can actually spend it on, so we'll just buy more flour, I guess. Let's see. Anything else here at all? No, not really. We could... Do we already have the swords book? I know we have axes. We already have armory, do we? Because at this point, we just need to spend any amount of money that we can. I don't think we have crossbows either. We'll just buy crossbows, swords. Anything that even may be useful at some point. We got hammer bandits, didn't we? No. Okay, we'll go ahead and do that as well. And maybe even pig farm. Maybe. Might as well do it. And that's pretty much it. What's this? Well, divorce is not a okay, this is just to make divorce a little bit easier on relations. Okay, so that's probably all we can do then. We could even, I guess, just buy lumber. Buy it all. There we go. And buy the rest of that flour. There we go. Okay, so we spent a little bit of money now. Yeah, there's really nothing else to give back. Can't buy any paper right now. So yeah, that looks pretty good. This way, we're not just stocking money for no reason. And we'll keep on getting money every time the trader shows up anyways. We also have Larina here, which is apparently another one of these kind of random events. We could sacrifice our firstborn, which would be Edric, in order to kill anybody that we want across the map, and nobody will know that we were involved. That does sound interesting, but of course we're not going to get rid of Edric for it. But definitely kind of an interesting event that has a lot of use cases for sure. Okay, now everybody is healed up and everything, but Edric, rather Nebtium, should be turning 18 at any point, sometime today. So we'll wait for him to turn 18, and he can actually join Edric on a campaign. I think we're gonna go ahead and go defend Gorno over here. Let's see, rebellion defense, yes. And then they'll be bound by honor to us, which will be pretty good. It should maybe increase their relations with us substantially, and we can maybe turn them into a puppet or something like that. I don't know what all of the options are for bound to honor obligations, but we'll see what we can go ahead and try to make them do. Okay, Nebtium learned Cold Furnace actually very quickly there. He is now trying to learn Palisades again. It must be, yeah, it looks like it just kind of goes from the bottom up or something to decide which one to go after next, which isn't actually my favorite. I wish it would pick things a little bit better, but either way. We may go ahead and start learning Workshop, or let's see, what else is here? Is there any other gray books? Sermon of Tao, we don't really need that. Okay, so we'll probably just have him learn the Workshop now. Okay, and it looks like Kalen is now also going to have a rebellion. I'm not too worried about if that happens, because maybe we will get a better ruler here that is a little more happy with us. So it looks like this is Descent, and she's a macaw, so okay, she probably won't do very well as the queen anyways, and she'll just get overthrown as well. But yeah, we definitely do not want to lose Svetazera here, so we will be going to defend her as soon as, and it looks like Nebtium just became an adult. Okay, perfect. So let's set him. We don't want him to be a knight, that's for sure. Just grant him a title. Perfect. Okay, now Nebtium is one of our actual lords now, and he is actually maybe better than Edric as a commander, since he does have the talent. It may be good to get his command skill up more so that he can have that city defender talent. I think he needs 15 for it, and that will make him very, very good at defending our city. So we may even want him to be our main commander, and then Edric be our secondary commander. So let's go ahead. We only have 30 soldiers now. I'm not sure how all of them died, but either way, we're going to do protection against rebellion. Great squad. Hopefully we don't get attacked. Just our luck, we'll probably get attacked by ragged ones as soon as we do this. We'll send Nebtium. He can go with the biggest forces, or strongest forces, I suppose. Hit auto on that. Looks like there's quite a bit of spears in there. I think I'm going to take those off. I would rather these be crossbows, actually. And then Edric. And we are sending everybody, so this is very, very dangerous for sure. We'll put... Let's actually take those spears out again. And put in crossbows. Okay, and we'll have to put one spearman there. Create. Perfect. And hopefully we can make it in time still. Okay, and here we are at the trader once again, and we're going to go ahead and buy up all this paper. We may be using a lot of it soon, just to create peace treaties over and over again and things like that. We'll also buy more rye, more flour, and that's probably all we really want to spend money on at the moment. Yes, other than our books, if there is anything. Doesn't look like these are getting updated every time. I'm not really sure why. But either way, we'll just take the 400 for now. So either way, I don't think we're going to be able to actually attack Lisbon like I was hoping. Because we are just doing so many other things at the moment. I was hoping we would be able to do that in this episode, but it looks like it will have to wait until the next one. But either way, I would rather have Lisbon anyways, and then we can probably take... maybe Rio might be the next one. Rome is getting reinforcements, so they may be getting attacked maybe by these guys or something like that. And even, honestly, Lisbon might soon, or Istanbul might be one of the next places that we try to take out as well. It's just getting a little difficult because all of our soldiers have to march so far in order to do defenses or attacks and things like that, so it's going to be a little bit slower going now to actually add vassals on. Now, one way we could actually spend some money is to be able to pay for a bride, but it looks like this one right here is a macaw. We would like to get a Varn one, but nobody seems to be offering up a Varn bride right now. But that could be one way we could spend a little bit of money. We could also try to do a trade route. We could actually just start to buy wood from London, This seems like it could be a pretty good idea. 100 church services, and it will be 4 per item. This would be a good way to get a consistent supply of wood in so that we could start to do our coal furnace and everything. Let's actually go ahead and set up now. We can't set it up yet. I thought we started. Oh, we don't have our coal furnace constructed. Oh, yes, because it's being repaired. Okay. I don't know why it's taking so long to be repaired, so we're probably bugged out on it then, so we're just going to recreate it, I suppose. I thought that this would have been rebuilt by now. Let's go ahead and just set it there. Set it to build first. And we may as well just get rid of the workshop too, because it's having the same issue. And we'll replace that when we're able. But yeah, I think we will go ahead. It is getting to be pretty difficult to actually get the amount of wood that we need to just repair things or build things. So we'll go ahead and start a trade route for that. We may even at some point want to get a trade route for iron, but it looks like we are at least gaining some for the time being. So the only other thing would be rye to keep a way more consistent amount of rye coming in. But right now we don't have the relation there. We do have the relation with Sophia, almost, but we don't have enough paper. So we'll have to wait on that. Otherwise, I don't see anything else that's too interesting. Maybe just more herbs, but we don't really need more herbs right now. But it looks like Gorno took care of their rebellion. I don't know if they actually lost or not. I think they did. I think they did lose. So now there's a Caden in charge of Gorno. That's not too great. But either way, we have our people back. Lisbon got stronger again, so we're not going to be able to attack them right now. Rio might be an option, but I think we're just going to have to wait. Okay, so we started our trade agreement for wood, which should definitely help us. We'll definitely need it to create the rest of our buildings and things like that, and we may be able to go ahead and disable a couple of our lumber mills so that we aren't cutting down all of the forests and lowering our fertility and everything. For right now, we'll just leave it where it is because we still want to clear out this area so that we can start to move some of our production and things like that down here. And then we'll have even more room for housing. But for right now, I think we're good with where everything is. Well, we are going to want to move these ones, move them maybe around here or so. And then these ones need to get moved in more so that they're targeting these trees. Right now, they're just kind of moving south. But either way, we will go ahead and start doing that soon. Okay, and our coal furnace has been finished. We'll put Neptera on it. We'll start to upgrade it immediately. And go to our economy and set up the production of coal now. And do until X. We'll just go for about 150, I think. Okay, and it looks like London is going to get plundered by bandits again. So, let's see. How many are there? 18? Do we want to just go attack that, maybe? 19 of them. Okay. We could even take somebody with us like London, just to, you know, have the extra support, and we won't lose so much tribute that it's going to really hurt us much. We'll send Neptium. He's not really a good manager anyways, so this is actually perfect. And let's say auto that. That looks good. Saying 49%, even with London it's only 60, so we're going to have to send Edric as well. Auto him, create. How's it looking now? 60%, 67%. Okay, that's a little dicey. And we'll be splitting the money as well with London here. So I don't know if it's necessarily the best decision. Ooh, 60%. How strong are these guys? Well, they have a couple of very strong spearmen. Okay, yeah, I don't like it. I really don't like it. I wish we still had the fresh start so that it would be a lot more worth it if we knew that we could hire them in. We'll just have to wait. I think only the Scriptonic is going to sell that, so we may just have to wait for it. Yeah, I don't know if this is... Maybe we'll just go and send Nebtium over to London instead, and we'll just have Edric disband. Yeah, okay. I think that's fine. They should be a lot more capable of dealing with these guys when they're behind walls and everything. So we'll take them out, and then we'll probably go and attack the bandit camp while it's weaker. So here we are at the trader again, and I think we're going to sell just a couple more bows. We'll keep some of them on hand. We're going to need this paper as well. We are still hurting for rice. We'll buy that as well. Looks like there's maybe a little bit of an update here on the books. Nothing useful, though. Okay. So that's pretty much all we can do. We'll just take the money, I suppose. We'll buy a little bit more flour. I don't know why it's not producing very quickly. And we have plenty of hops. Okay, so we'll just do that. That looks pretty good to me. And I think that's what we're going to call it. So we'll have to deal with this bandit camp attack in the next episode. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take any new vassals, but we're doing pretty good. We have 10 out of 12 still, so we just really need 2. We may even just have to take Brussels, even though they're going to be kind of a difficult vassal to have. And we could have gone and helped Kalen, but I just don't really care too much about what happens with them. And if we do get another free lord, we could go and take care of one of these burned villages, or abandoned cities rather, not the burned village. So either way, that's going to be it for this episode. We are making progress, but it has slowed down for the last 2 episodes for sure. And at some point I wanted to take care of Rome just so that we could start to make a foothold into the south region, but it looks like it's going to be some time before that actually happens. But we are making progress towards making our weapons and everything, so it will be a little bit easier once that happens, so that, you know, we have a little bit more firepower and things like that. But either way, that's going to be it. So, as always, I thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.